what's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great week so far. This is going to be episode 4 of Toronto Raptors Weekly, and I just wanted to touch on some things for this video. First of all, for this week, from the last time I made my episode, we went 2-2. We're currently on a 5-game road trip, and we just, as I'm recording this, we just finished game number 4 against Houston, where we won. So far on this road trip, we're 2-2. First start out by winning at Denver, real close game, hard fought win for us. Second game, that's going to be a rant in itself. I'm going to get to that later. Third game against Clippers, played hard, got down, came back at the end, fought to the end, just didn't have enough to pull out the comeback all the way. And this last game against Houston, pretty much led from start to finish. Surprisingly, Houston is, at least for now anyways, a decent team, so that's a good road win for us. But so far, we're playing okay. Like I said, we're 2-2 on this road trip. Really with the possibility of being 3-1. It wasn't for that garbage call in Sacramento. But our team is just, we need one more player to make a difference. I mean, every game it's Demarre and it's Kyle scoring. I mean, that's the way it's always been. But we need one more person to step up. I don't know whether it's Terrence Ross or it's Jonas stepping up. I don't know. Somebody's got to be that third scorer to help us out, because there's too many games where it's just basically those two and those two only. Jonas will have his nice game where he'll start off hot, and by the end of the game he's got 10 points and 12 rebounds. They go to him at the beginning, he scores, and then you don't see him for the rest of the game. So I don't know if that's by design, whether he just doesn't have the stamina to play, but I don't know. And to me, the biggest disappointment for our team has been Demarre Carroll. I still don't know why we signed him. I mean, I have an idea why we signed him. I mean, I guess the idea was, they figured the only way we're going to get through Cleveland, who's going to be the one that's going to be standing in our way, is to have someone that's big enough and strong enough to guard LeBron. So I understand the mindset there, but to me, he can't even guard LeBron. LeBron is just too quick for him, blows by him all the time. He can't guard him. So at that point, I mean, what is the point of him? I mean, he's been a real disappointment for the team. Not really. I mean, I guess whatever they thought they were going to get in him from when he came to Atlanta, it just hasn't worked out. He seems just slow. I mean, this game that just passed is probably his best game as a Raptor. But definitely, the quickness is not there. The athleticism is not there. I don't know if it's from the knee injury and surgery he had, but he doesn't look like someone that's... He doesn't look like he's got it, man. He just looks slow. So, I don't know how that's going to work out. And Demarre, the last few games, not scoring 30 points. But hey, it's to be expected. Like I said, I didn't see him being able to keep that up for the rest of the season, man. It's too difficult. I mean, there's just so much pressure and so much on your shoulders to just keep scoring 30 points a game. Yes, I know guys like Jordan did it, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see him being able to do it. I mean, he had a great game overall in this last game that just passed. I mean, I think he only scored 24 points, but he had 9 assists. So I'd rather see him get 20 something points and get, good assist game than to score 35, everyone's standing around and he's got like one assist and we lose. So, a better all-around game is going to help. Our offense is just real stagnant. Not a whole lot of ball movement. No, just a whole lot of standing around. A lot of one-on-ones, isolation plays. There's really no creativity on our offense. So, it works against the sucky teams, but against the good teams, it's just not going to fly. So I don't know what type of adjustments, if any, they're going to make, because it seems like this has been the offense for as long as I can remember. So, anyways, briefly I want to touch on the Sacramento game. First of all, I can't believe we lost 2 games to Sacramento. They suck. I don't care how good Cousins is supposed to be. Their team sucks. And for us to lose 2 games to them is just a complete disappointment. Like I had said in previous videos, you got to crush and defeat these sucky teams and then do okay against the good teams. And, if you do that, you're going to have a nice record at the end of the season. You lose against these sucky teams, it just adds up in the loss column for you. So, it sucks that we lost this last game. The 3 would have tied the game, so there's no guarantee we would have won. But the explanation that they gave as far as why the shot got disallowed, it's not good enough. I understand they had the little calculations and went to the replay team and they played it out and calculated out the time. But the bottom line is this. It's fine to calculate it after the fact and say that the shot didn't count because you didn't get it off on time because you counted it and it was 2.5 something seconds. What the reality is as a player, and you look up the clock and you see whatever time is on there, you're trusting that the officials got it right and that's the correct time and you have enough time to get the shot off. Now, I'm going to go out on the limb and say that if Terrence Ross looked up and saw he had less time than what was on there, he's not going to take an extra dribble just to make sure he can square up. He's going to get the shot off before the clock goes out, regardless of whether he's set, ready to shoot, or whatever. He wants to just make sure he gets the shot off before the clock goes off. So, this after the fact and counting the time and saying you didn't get off is a bunch of crap. You guys have to get it right to begin with and not mess the players up, because all they see is the clock. All they see is what they're used to seeing. They can't judge it any other way other than what you officials put in front of them. So if you guys screw up, you can't blame the team who's got the ball and doesn't know that you guys screwed up and screwed them over like that. Something has to be worked out in that regard. But I doubt the NBA is going to do anything. It's only the Raptors. Who cares about us? We're only a team in Canada. No one cares about us anyways. So, this one's going to just go untouched. I know the Raptors filed an appeal. It's going nowhere. We're not going to win that appeal. The NBA's already came out and made a statement saying that the proper procedures were made and the decision to end the game the way it was done right by the referees. So they're not going to go back on that statement now because that would make the refs look bad and make them look bad. So it's just a waste of an appeal. They're not going to go back and change the call. It's over with. We lost. It's a sucky loss, but it is what it is. I've never understood how that stuff works. To this date, I remember I was watching a YouTube video when they were showing the whole San Antonio, Los Angeles Lakers shot, Derek Fisher. When I saw this crap, the first thing that came to mind was that whole Derek Fisher shot. And in my mind, when I thought he had 0.6. He actually had 0.4 to catch the ball, turn, and hit a fadeaway to win the game. To this day, I still don't know how he was able to do that. when they say that the maximum amount of time the minimum amount of time that you have for a catch and shoot is 0.3 seconds. And that's just like catching, going like that and just throwing it up. So how a guy can catch the ball with his back to the basket, turn, square up and shoot in 0.4 seconds is just impossible. So the mere fact that supposedly Terrence Ross didn't get the shot off in time in the whole 2.4 seconds, not buying it. But it is what it is. We just have to move on from that. So the last game on the road trip is going to be against Milwaukee. Hopefully we can come out with that win and go over 500 for a road trip. Going 3-2 in a road trip is not that bad. Like I said, we should have won that Sacramento game. Just can't lose against Sacramento. So, anyways, that's it for this week. If you like the video, definitely feel free to leave a like. If you have anything to say about the video, content, whatever the case may be, if you agree, disagree, leave a comment in the comment section below. And please share this video with as many people as possible and just get the discussion going. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great night.